Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jai here, and first of all, let's pick up the usual stuff here. Get a summoning ticket, that meteor foe, and of course, proof of hero. Actually, I didn't use the other foe on Musashi, so let's go ahead and do that. Enhance, servant, Musashi. Yeah. This way I can increase both her hit points and her attack. As you can see, I'm slowly but surely getting up there with the attack. Trying to get her to max attack, absolute max attack. So here we go. All right. All right. Now, first of all, before I get into Gotterdamerung, the next part of it, I'm going to go to one of the Shimosa areas. Let's see, what kind of... And I'm going to do one of these with double Scotty and Dante's, because I did Dante's skill rank up quest off screen. So let's hopefully, come on, here we go. Let's use this person's one. I'm doing the, I've got her on the, I've got Lance Tomo on the back row, because working on doing this here, getting her more bomb points so that I can get 3 Saint Quartz. Kind of waste a whole lot of Saint Quartz trying to get Mev, and apparently Mev is now my new Drake. Try to roll for her when she gets on rate up, and don't get her. Okay, so let's hope we can do this. All right. I also don't know where I can do this. I'm just like, going anywhere. So okay. What is a 3-turn? Let's use the support Scotties. Increases NP gain. Oh no. Let's use that one for the last one. Alright. Although I think I'm going to take him out with this one. Yep. Not bad at quick generation. Not bad quick gen. Okay. Now let's target that one samurai, the dark warrior there. All right. Let's go ahead and okay. Yeah, by the way, my Scotty is MP2. Okay, his buffs are gone, so Yeah, let's just go ahead and get some more crit stars on this here. Yeesh. Okay. Okay, by the way, I use this this mystic code, this one right here for how much of an implication? Ah, not there yet. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna do that so I can get her. Okay. Ah, that was a mistake. Oops. Okay. Maybe that will help. Yeah, I saw a video by Lilia Akina earlier. She was commenting about she likes Scotty's first sprite. Me, all three of them look great, but personally, I love this one right here. Okay, she took out that too. Oh, okay, that's good old Tomoe. Okay. See, double Scotty system really works. Okay. I mean, if you want someone who's just a straight up, out and out just hit them all and hit them hard. Don't need to worry about this just doesn't have any class advantage. Take an Avenger with you. In this case, double Scotty Dantes, good for farming. Okay. Now let's get to Gotterdamerung. Okay, hold up. Let's. All right, let's get to Gotterdamerung. So, let's just go ahead, back into it, and it's a no battle one, so it's no big deal. This is a intro, a prologue. Okay. It's been 2 days since Rasputin, the pseudo-servant, attacked. The Chaldeans are currently on the way to the Lost Belt in Scandinavia. Everything is so white. The words blank slate has never been more appropriate. It's like the entire surface has been reset. Nothing but pure white wherever you look. Everything is gone. Nature, civilization, even the flora and fauna completely disappeared. No, not disappeared. It's not like they've all been pruned away. All there is to see in every direction is a pure white plain. Though there were a few topographical exceptions along the way. It looked like the remains of some buildings, but they appeared to have been warped by extreme heat or destroyed in some kind of shock wave. Whatever the cause, upon closer inspection, one could see that these had once been man-made structures of some kind. This led to Solar and her allies stepping out of the shadow border to investigate further. The atmospheric composition was normal. The air was breathable. The gravity was the same as before. There was no need for a hazard suit or a space suit or anything sort. Because you didn't have to get all dressed up like an astronaut, huh? Said Leonardo da Vinci with a cherubic smile. Look, Senpai, you can... No. Look, Senpai, you can see him up ahead. Buildings. Okay, I'm reminded of that one scene in iRobot. It looks like even the buildings were even bleached. It looks like the buildings have been bleached. That explains why we couldn't see them at a distance. Those are buildings, right? If there are any survivors here, we should bring them back to the border as soon as... She trailed off all of a sudden. Probably because of what she saw was beyond anything she could have imagined. No one could blame her. Anyone else would have been agap at the bizarre sight before them. The color had been drained out of everything. Some parts of the buildings even looked as though they had been rubbed away with an eraser. Well, let me take a drink of some water here. Oh, jeez. Hold on. The whole thing looked like some bizarre postmodern art exhibit, and it was made all the more baffling by being in the middle of a bleached desert. There were no signs of life anywhere, none of the remains of what had once been alive. It all looked so sterile, especially for ruins. It was the sort of thing you'd only see in dreams. Everyone back on the border, seeing it on their monitors, must have thought they were looking at footage from an alien planet. Let's go in. There might be something inside. Earth had changed. It had been completely bleached, a planet now totally devoid of life, with the exception of lost belts. But even when it had been reset to a blank slate, there were still some places, some buildings, some life forms that had survived. Chaldea decided to call these remnants. I thought we were done with the epic remnant. Today was the first contact they had with these sorts of remnants. These buildings that had been left behind on this newly blank Earth. Despite the new director's pessimistic outlook, the other staff couldn't ignore the possibility, however slight, that there might still be other survivors. But even though they never did find any other people, their investigation wasn't for nothing, because they did find signs of life, signs that someone had survived all this, and had been there before them, here near the Scandinavian Lost Belt, what used to be Helsinki, the capital of Finland. Or signs of in these buildings that someone somewhere was still alive. Signs that someone had been living here for days, weeks, maybe even months. Empty bottles, piles of canned food, the remains of a communication device that someone clearly spent a great deal of effort trying to repair. There was even something that looked like a doll lying on the floor, a sign that a young child had been among the survivors. And above all, they found something that had clearly been left behind with intent. I noticed that I mentioned young child. There's some children around here playing. Oh, it's these same ones that played around their scooters the other night. According to this journal, it looks like somebody was here recently, 2 days ago. The last entry is dated the day before yesterday. It looks like there were 6 survivors at first, but over the time the numbers gradually dwindled until... In the end, whoever wrote this journal must have been the last one to disappear. Where could they have all gone? Unfortunately, though whoever wrote the journal had excellent penmanship, it was in a language that Solari could not read. It could have been Finnish or maybe Swedish. Either way, it was as though it may as well have been Greek to Solaria. Why did this happen to our planet? Why did these invaders from another world hate humanity so much? If nothing else, those final questions written on the last page were clear. Why? 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 That is all these people could ask, even as they were wiped away. Almost as though they were being punished for seeking meaning in their crisis. It's time, Master. Let's head back to the border. We're almost to Sweden now. Each rested for the coming battles. As they left the remnants behind, one thought haunted each and every one of them. Nowhere was there so much as a trace of blood, a hint of violence. Soon the Shadow Border will encounter the second Lost Belt. Will it be a hellish wasteland and hospital of life? Or perhaps... So that's what those stone walls look like from the outside. Yep, finally about to take the plunge into the Scandinavian Lost Belt. And not because we have no other choice, like with Russia. This time, we choose to do it ourselves. As you all saw, there's a tree of emptiness here as well. Though at this distance, it looks more like a faint pillar of light than a tree. Yeah, I see it. Right there in the middle. Yes, quite so. We may not know what it's like on the inside, but we do know exactly what we need to do. This is a Lost Belt, a place carved out of a history different from our own. There's no telling what horrors may await us up there. But once we cut down that tree of emptiness, thingamabob, the Lost Belt will return to its original state, and the storm wall will disappear. Yep, but I think we should put this particular tree of emptiness investigation off until later. Our part is to look through Scandinavia and get to this wandering sea. Depending on what it's like in there, we might be able to just ignore the Lost Belt. If we're going to invade this place, we should do so after we've improved our offensive options at the Wandering Sea. It won't do for Solaria and Mash to be the only two ever risking their necks on the front lines. I just hope that transmission really was from the Wandering Sea. So what now? I thought those storm walls were impenetrable. That we can penetrate using the Shadow War's primary function. That storm is approximately 2 kilometers wide, so we will cross it via a zero sail. Huh? We're going to dive back into void space? Come on, come now. Surely I'm not the only one who was wildly uncomfortable seeing this soul leave his body, was I? I mean, is it just me, or is looking down at your own body in third person a truly unsettling experience? You're just going to deal, Gordolf. You're kidding me. You're completely fine with it? Doesn't it bother you? You're having a bird's eye view of your own life? Oh, of course it makes us feel sick. But you're the commander now, yeah? So freaking suck it up, would you? Honestly, I've gotten used to it. I mean, a short hop to void space is nothing compared to a race shift. Not that I've ever race shifted myself, of course. Now, don't you start talking back to me when you are. Race shift, space shift. Clearly, the zero sail program that began in my new administration is a far more impressive achievement. Holmes, Da Vinci, prepare the Shadow Border for takeoff. Indeed, Gordolf, I, for one, am truly inspired after your little speech. And well done on your part, Mr. Bunyar. That will be one less thing to worry about during our dive. Okay, please everyone, time to strap in for today's out-of-body experience. The good news is, we're not going to dive as deeply as we did last time. We're just going to skim under the surface, so to speak, so we stick to reality space-time and distance as closely as possible. We have to do it like that, since we don't have anything tying us to Scandinavia. Maybe like a split-second dive into a two-dimensional plane. Think of like going scuba diving without an oxygen tank. We just need to hold our breath for a little bit while we make our way through the wall. All set, Solaria? You do know we'll be setting foot in another brand new world soon, right? Let's go where no man has gone before. Again. Got it. Okay, let's go see what's on the other side of this wall. Go where no man has gone before. Reminds me of a TV series, which would be a movie series. Another TV series. Expending void reality. Observation device Paper Moon. Destination Southern Sweden near Norrköping. Expanding logic formula on Shadow Boar's external armor. Removing existence verification for reality space. Future prediction hypothetically proved mirror world of plane in 20 seconds. Like space-time friction decompression for 0.4 seconds. All systems are green. Void space may be a calm sea, but as always, don't forget to watch out for big waves. Shadow border, untethered from reality. Void space, dive, zero sail, unfurl. Got the St. Quartz. Okay. So we're going to be doing this. It's a no battle one, the next one, and that'll be in the next video. Until next time, this is OJ saying thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves.